In this video, we will look together how to develop our portal. Now that is set up. By default, the portal will redirect the user via the call to action button to all the program hosts on the platform. Here we find three programs active on my demo platform, with three thumbnails that will redirect me to the respective presentation page. Some actors will want to highlight a particular program by directing him directly from the homepage. It is the case, for example, of Yves Rocher Foundation, which will highlight his active programs, the photography trophy. Or, for example, DPAX, which only organize one competition per year. They will directly redirect to the homepage to the competition. To set this up, it's quite simple. We will go to the General section and Home section. At the bottom of the page, we will find the redirection URL of the Call for Action button. Here, we are going to stick directly the URL of the program. So the presentation page, I leave the field, I come back to my platform, so I refresh the page, and now when I click on the button, I redirect directly to the program in question. You can use the same mechanism to highlight a program more than another, or eventually, if you have only one, only redirect to it. The second part, it will be the fact of being able to customize and make appear directly the page that bring together all the program of the platform. This is the case, for example, of the Cité de l'Architecture et du Patrimoine. They decide to active a table, the competition, on which you can find both of their active programs and previous programs. They also set up a description and a title. For this tab, in order to customize it, we will find, for example, here the kernel platform, which is a platform which will post job offer for the kernel structure. They have brought together all their programs, so jobs offer directly on the table, raw offer. They didn't put a title or a description, it's quite clear. To set this up, we will go to the list of programs part, and we go to the English version, and I will activate the list. For that, I put a title to this list here, program, a subtitle, find all the program and short description, up, up. If I go back now on my page and that I refresh it, we will see appearing all the program with the title and description that I create before. This will allow, if you host several programs, to be able to present all the program with an introduction text or a more specific presentation. Finally, the third point that we will look at together, there are the listing page. Listing page are that allow to activate themes, tabs for example, on which can be grouped program within the same theme. After that, everyone will have the specific themes. So I present to you here the example of Digital Health Agency. They will have activate at the same time a page where they present all programs on the platform, application for assistance, for example, and they will be divide these different programs according to theme. For example, here, hospital themes, on which they reveal three programs which emerge from this theme. We find the same things, for example, for town medicine here. One, activate programs. Another example, le Forum des métiers of the Grenoble agglomeration will use this different page to bring together thematics program for an event. In order to establish this different program, we will go directly to the setup page and you have a listing page tabs that we will do some in relation to your program and according to your platform. We are going to bring together the programs of the platform here, the three programs and the three themes. We can imagine, for example, that other program will be added to the stem and we will wish to regroup per silo. For that, I will create a creation page. I will give a title, for example, here, call for application. I will also give a description, something quite summary. Welcome to the list of application. You can click on the thumbnail to discover the programs. And we will also add here a cover picture. I invite you to use, if you have like directly the browser with picture from the database, you can also use them freely. For me, it's not necessary per terms, but the idea is to illustrate. I will use a quite neutral picture and I will invalid will created. One of register, for example, with always a description and neutral picture. So we remove this one, for example. I validated. And a last one for our third theme. For example, call for project. Same things. I add the description, create summary here, and a picture, always a bit abstract. Up. We will take this one, it's nice. Up. I activate my 3 listing page. If we go and look up from our platform side, and we return to the home page by refreshing this one. This is it. We see appearing the 3 tabs I just add. Up, one for call for project, one for registration, and one for call for application. For the moment, there are no projects from City, so we will go back to our listing and we will edit these tabs. Here you can see the list of different programs. I'm going to activate up the call. If I activate another one for this one, registration, we will put registration up. And the last one, the call for application. If we go to look and go back to the home page, once again, we refresh the page until it's update. We will now find here our program in the right category, the second in its category, and the last in its category. As you can see, the listing page will allow you to structure your portal. If you have different programs, different type of programs, perhaps different publics, the idea is to allow you to develop your portal, to host perhaps more programs, or at last to organize them in a structured way. That is, thank you for your attention. If you have any question, do not hesitate to contact us, always on the support part. You can contact us directly if you have any question, needs, or if you want to discuss a particular point with us.